I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been watching my series. Literally, thank you. It has actually meant a lot to me because season three is probably the pinnacle right now of the series. I am extremely thankful to each and every last one of you. Seriously, I am. It's meant a lot. Without further ado, let's go road course racing. Today, we don't got to worry about anything extra in the shop or anywhere else like that. But if you somehow forgot, we're currently the points leader over Jeff Gordon, Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth, and Jimmy Johnson. And we're going to a road course. The good news is that I finally listened to my comment section. I built a road course car for the first time in a while, actually, because before we were just able to kind of get away with switching a generic car over to the road course and a short track car over to, the same thing. So we finally have just a road course specific car just in time for us to basically no longer use Pontiac. Oh, and I also got another letter from GM, but I'm just going to ignore that letter. It's out in the trash can on fire. Let's go racing. And like every other race I've done this season, I'm going to go into this with absolutely no practice. So, whatever happens at this point. Hopefully you guys are excited for that. Wow. Never knew we can go reverse in Texas. Wow. That first turn is like a killer, man. You're just flying in there. Okay. A little concerning. Car is very weird on the right turns here. Currently 11th though, so I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm actually doing pretty well. I don't know if I've actually hit this lap any better than the previous lap, but I do feel like right now we've got a lot to talk about in regards to the car and how it handles. Okay, I can kind of get a little bit lower. I don't feel like this lap is going to be better, so 11th. But not bad. Definitely could have improved though.
Texas Motor Speedway is the site for today's NASCAR Winston Cup road race. There's not an empty seat in the house for the race today.
This is something new for the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. This is a great infield layout, and I'm glad to see them come here. The fans have a right to be excited. It's going to be a great race.
The NBC car has strung together back-to-back top fives, and I'm sure he'll try for another one.
He can sure gain a lot of points if he continues his top five streak. It just goes to show it doesn't always take wins to move up in the points.
Alrighty, boys and girls, here we go. Green flag is out. Got Scott Pruitt ahead of me, so got the road course ringer back. He's hanging out today, so that means that somebody just DNF'd and DNQ'd and just couldn't actually make it. I saw a comment a few episodes back that told me just not to worry about anybody else around me. So the plan is for me not to worry about anyone else around me. That includes Scott Pruitt, Mark Martin, any of the Ford drivers. I just need to focus on myself. So I'm gonna take that comment and actually give it a shot. Not off the pace. I got on the outside. Getting on the outside here is not the way you want to do things. Like you actually want to get low. Like you want to be on the inside of every corner. I made a small adjustment after qualifying to the shock package because I felt like the shocks weren't good enough. So I've made some changes. I apologize, guys. I got into Ken Schrader while just yapping. That's on me. I actually accept that one. I am so sorry for getting into Ken Schrader. I should probably drive like I actually stole the car, though, to keep him behind me because if he gets to me, he's going to slam. That man has some anger.
Okay, let's get after these guys now. Clear on both sides.
I'm making a lot of passes in I guess this could be turn 1 and 2, even though it's NASCAR 3-4.
The 38 car is gaining on you.
Should I use the road course terminology for this? I feel like I should use road coursing terminology today. Oh man, this is actually really fun. So through the infield section, it's a little fast actually. I like this infield section. It really flows well coming back up to the front stretch. Now we're on the front stretch driving down underneath the line. This is where I'm getting a lot of time. Oh my gosh, stop blocking. Excuse me, Bobby Labonte.
Throwing a block on you. Got a car on your left, buddy.
Got Jeremy Mayfield blocking for his Evernham Motorsports teammate, which is
We're on
Casey
both
Kane.
sides.
I think I'm definitely beginning to get into the flow here.
Number 19 is going.
But there's a lot of right-hand turns at this track. And I don't think these right-handers are going to do us any favors. I'm going to go ahead and blow past Jeremy Mayfield. Easy pass on the front stretch. Like, we got the power. We got the pull, man. It's just the infield we got to get right. I think I might need to go down on the wedge. I went wide there. Glad the grass doesn't slow you down or just shoot you right to the wall. That would have been funny if EA would have done that. Like, as soon as you get into the grass, you just go straight to the wall at every racetrack. I don't think anybody would be able to cheese a win or cheat to win. Gonna get past Casey Kane here. Just gonna pull, just pull on the straightaway, man. Just look at that pull. I don't know if I'm carrying more speed than everybody else or what is it, but my word, I'm just immaculate. Not here though. Infield is a little iffy from time to time. That's the guy I'm looking for, Jeff Gordon. I mean, now that I can see Gordon in front of me, I ain't too concerned about it because I am the points leader. He's the one chasing me. So me being right behind him is putting more pressure on him. Maybe we could just let this kind of ride out, see what happens. You know, it was only a matter of time before we were actually going to be good at another road course. So shout out to my comment section for reminding me to build a road course car and not use generic. You rock, literally. This car feels so much better than my Martinsville car. Like, it feels like I have a suspension. Before, it just didn't feel like we had a suspension at all. It was just like, it exists, but you're not going to use a single bit of it. Reeled in Jeff Gordon.
37. Making up some time.
I don't think there's a good like passing zone down the straightaway unless I'm like right there to make the pass. That's why I backed off. I wanted to pass him, but even if I did, I don't think we were in a good spot. Taking the corners like to the right, we're really like weighing down the car a bit. So it's a little bit more difficult to make that right-handed turn into the corner, especially around NASCAR 3-4 because that's not a conventional place. Like right here, perfectly fine because it's mostly flat. Then we go up into the banking. That's where it's going to be like a problem.
You're clear. Hard to your left.
Also, who knew
Clear, buddy.
EA had it in them to build a 35 second track that's a road course? Like, seriously, that's really cool. The car is getting tighter, which means I think that it's not the damage to the left rear quarter panel. I think it's more or less the fact that the tires are beginning to wear. Like, we're about to be halfway through the fuel run too, so.
You should be about halfway on fuel.
As if on cue, guys. Halfway through the fuel run, that's the problem.
You're starting to run away from you. Work with the leader. Let's see if we can break away from the pack.
I don't think I've actually led a lap yet either. So I do need to get past Jeff Gordon. Maybe into one of these braking zones now, because he did get back by me into this sharp right into the sharp left. And then there's a nice little flowy section where you can pretty much just straighten the car out and just go straight.
Save your tires.
Gave it a little bit too much gas there. Got a little sideways, not too much though.
35, 46.
And just like I said before, just fire it off in there into turn 1 and 2, NASCAR 3 and 4.
It's coming right. Okay, we're clear.
This time I'm going to block off the outside lane, which is how Gordon got me before. Get a tighter apex in, and then just kind of easy through here, and just kind of flow it on out. There we go.
Got one on your right.
Yeah, I wasn't set up properly for this corner.
You're clear.
So that's fine that Gordon got me. Oh, I didn't realize we actually had some cars come down pit road.
68.
If you ask me, this is a little soon I feel like they're gonna run out of
Your back bumper. Okay.
they're gonna run out of tire. Let's say it like that. Like they'll be really fast at the very beginning of the run, but I think they're gonna run out. Goodness gracious, the car is getting tighter and tighter. I was way too conservative into that turn, so I feel bad on the right-hander because I'm allowing Gordon to get away from me a bit here. But he's gonna pit probably before I do, maybe. Never mind. Guess we're gonna pit together. What happened? Whoa! The 98 just went flying. I'm sorry. And Steven is involved. Okay, so I can't even commentate this. I don't even know what happened. John Andretti's back there in 21st. Steven's back there. I'm gonna come down pit road. It's time for us to do a pit stop anyway. I feel like loosening the car, but I don't loosen it. If I loosen it anymore, I think we're gonna have a problem. This is also much earlier than I wanted to go. It's fine. We'll just leave the car the same, get 4 tires on it, and hopefully it'll just fire off really good towards the end of the run. It was okay at the end. I do feel like maybe we could have gone half a round down. I just saw Steven pass me, so that means he's a lap down. And I think Joe's a lap down too. This is not the time where Pontiac can afford to have Pontiac. This is not the time where Neko Darius Racing can have problems.
Didn't pit up front. Watch for traffic to stack up behind them.
Matt Kenseth went from 12th to 4th. Scott Wimmer from 15th to 7th. And look at all the cars who didn't pit. So these guys are on the tail end of the lead lap. I see the 98. Oh my gosh, the 98 cars in front of us.
Stay with it. Number 9 is coming up quick.
And Jeff Gordon's going to try to put people a lap down. Steven, you need to fight for it, man. Fight for it, Steven.
Got one on your right.
I was extremely hard on the brakes, but I need to get past the 98 because if he loses debris around me and blows my tire, my race will be over.
Keep him behind you if you can. Still there. Make it easy.
Dude, Todd, the beef that you should have is with Dale Jarrett as Matt Kenseth pushes me out the groove. I had to jam on the brakes to prevent from hitting the wall. And now we've gone from 2nd to freaking 9th, all in one lap. And just so you guys know, the 98 car is a Ford, and really not helping these Ford orders, huh? Definitely feels more like Ford is definitely trying to, you know, throw a wrench into everything, doesn't it, guys? I need to make as many passes as possible, so I'm gonna try to get underneath the 22 car. This is a risky pass.
Number 17 is going to make it.
I was much harder on the brakes that time because I got to get past the 98. I know Matt Kenseth is going to get into my door. Not too worried about that. He's just mad because I have a championship and he doesn't, and I've only been here in the sport for like 3 years and I've already got a title and he doesn't. Pretty sure it's the debris. 98 car? Yeah, I don't see a hood flapping back there.
We are under caution after an accident here on the front stretch.
35, 27.
Well,
That speed will get us.
I did call it. I did say that there was going to be a caution. And I'm happy I got past him. Because if I didn't get past him, that would have been me. I would have probably run over that. Nope, I'm not going to pit. Jeff Gordon is 8 points behind me. I got to get up. I got to pick up positions. Okay, got a bunch of lappers on my inside. Steven is leading the field on the lap cars. So I need Steven to block. Oh, he's blocking. Yes, Steven, you goat.
We're in third. Just a couple more. Clear.
I didn't use my car. I didn't hit people.
On your right.
Casey Kane's just mad because I'm better than him, I think.
Best place for him is in
Okay,
your
I probably got
rear
into it.
mirror. All clear, buddy. Well, remember that one. Number 9. Watch it. There's a car on your left.
We're just gonna pretend that I didn't hit Casey Kane, right?
Buddy, push up.
So I've got some lap cars in between me and Jeff Gordon. I'm not too entirely concerned now. We do have some damage to the vehicle as well, but I don't think it's going to hurt us too
Now
much.
let's work our way to the front. You're only 1 second behind the leader. Clear.
Steven actually did try to block the 24 car, but just didn't get lucky enough
Keep him
on
behind
the
you if you
block.
can.
So he's racing for his position. I know this. I respect it, and I know he needs to stay ahead. And if I can get to the leader and another caution comes out, I'm going to try my best to let Steven go by. Wheel hop. Absolutely wheel hop.
35-76.
I'm absolutely focusing right now, trying my best not to A, run into the back of Steven, but B, trying to figure out how I'm going to line up this pass because I need to get by my teammate.
Watch it. There's a car on your left.
And as I say that, I literally lined up a really good pass. Thanks, Steven.
Work with the leader.
I'm sorry you got absolutely just
Clear on both sides.
mollywopped by a caution out of nowhere. Okay, down into the corner. Ah, car is tight, man. It's tight. On a lot of these right-handers, I feel like I am just yanking the wheel. Have to drive off this time.
35-4. Catching up to the leader. Keep on.
And new leader,
Leader now. Now keep
53 car, baby.
all clear, buddy.
I've been killing the right side tires under braking. Like I am dragging one of these tires every time. This is going to assure me gaining more points on Jeff Gordon. Although he is going to he's actually probably going to tie if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm going to gain 5. I think I have like 180
The 24
to
car is
his,
looking left.
I'll have 185 to his
Go on your
180.
right.
Why am I thinking points? I need to focus on the track, man.
Okay.
A few laps of inattentiveness have really come back to bite me here.
On your right.
Wow. Car is absolutely over the top tight. I just stayed in 4th gear coming off the last corner and definitely feel like I hit it just right enough. Got a lot of time picked up here as I'm on the power hard and heavy.
Got one on your right.
Gordon is pushing me wide in that right-hander. Like he knows that I have a problem. And the wider he pushes me, the tighter the car gets when I'm off that line.
You're gaining on the leader. The leader's right in front of you.
Car is just not happy. Nah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Car definitely drives like it's not happy at least.
Play nice.
Gave him a little bump, let him know I'm here.
Still
Ooh,
the same.
down the inside. Gonna grab a gear, try to get back up to the speed. Don't have the power that Hendrick has, but that's okay. Oh, that's the wall. I think our race is over, guys. Well, there's always the kamikazes.
37-46. Okay, buddy, we're faster than the leader. Let's get up there. Number 172, just bumped you. That's not a good way to make friends out there. And the leader brings back.
I made Steven just a little bit mad at me. Got into the wall, got stuck. Jeff Gordon wins pretty much uncontested. Car, absolute junk now.
On your right.
Couldn't even turn it. Oh my gosh. Matt Kenseth.
We're down a spot. Keep digging. You finished in the top 10.
Matt Kenseth cost me, but I cost myself.
Not very many caution laps in this one.
Well, the fans probably would have liked to see more excitement, Now, I'm sure the drivers, on the other hand, were happy about the low number of cautions.
The NBC car didn't finish where he hoped, due in part to the damage on his car, I'm sure.
Yeah, you can't expect a good finish when you don't take care of your car. But sometimes that's easier said than done in this series. There are certain times when you just have no place to go.
The 53 car didn't do anything to improve his standing with the other drivers out there.
It certainly looks that way. I'm not sure who started everything, but it should be fun to watch over the next couple races to see what develops.
This has been NASCAR Winston Cup Racing, brought to you by EA Sports. So long, we'll see you next week at the North Carolina Speedway.
There are times when racing definitely hits you where it hurts. That was a kick in the nads. I'm sorry, guys. Like, literally the Matt Kenseth hit in contact at the very end where he basically almost dumped me into pit road. Oh yeah. No, I knew I had it coming, but like, come on, man. Last lap, bro. He cost me 2 positions with that. Oh well. Jeff Gordon wins with Jeremy Mayfield, Casey Kane, Jimmy Johnson, Bob Labonte rounding out the top 5. I finished 6th. I think Mark Martin finishing 7th does not score them any points in the Manufacturers Championship. I could be wrong. Mark Martin finishes 7th, Matt Kenseth 8th, Tony Stewart, Casey Mears round out your top 10. A little bit further down, for those who love the road course guys, Scott Pruitt finishes 12th. John Andretti rallied from 40th to finish 15th, showing that he has talent. Greg Biffle, 19th to 20th. Joe actually finished on the lead lap in 21st, which is big for Joe because I think he was one of the guys who were at the tail end of the lead lap, but he was at the front of the tail end of the lead lap with Dale Jr. in them. Jr. just didn't do all that great. He wanted to finish in 36th. Steven was the last car on the lead lap, of course. You guys should know I got into him and Jamie McMurray. Go figure. At least we didn't DNF because that would have been devastating. Elliott Sadler was the one who lost his engine, and Sterling Marlin also failed to finish the race. Part of that on lap 14. I think he was part of that accident, though. But anyways, let's go home and get ready for The Rock because we are in the final stretch of this season. A large part of me doesn't want to look at the points because I feel like Jeff Gordon may either be extremely close or might be the points leader. But I know you guys are dying to know. Good news is I can hold you guys hostage for a second and talk about the manufacturer standings instead. Like I said, I can talk about the manufacturer standings. And funnily enough, we're tied with Ford now. But Chevy is also a little bit closer. And with Casey Kane and Jeremy Mayfield finishing in the top 5, that has brought Dodge a little bit closer into the picture. But I don't foresee, unless somehow, some way, all the Dodges just start winning and finishing 1 through 7. I don't see this being a bigger problem. So it is a tie between Ford and Pontiac. Now then, let's go ahead and talk about the point standings because I know that's what you guys are definitely looking to hear about. It is 3 points between me and Jeff Gordon. 3 points, 87 points to Matt Kenseth, and 107 back to Kurt Busch, 152 back to Jimmy Johnson. Literally, the top 5 are all left in the hunt for per se. John Andretti has catapulted his way up to 6th. Jeff Burton has dropped to 7th. Mark Martin is also struggling. Casey Kane, Rusty Wallace, Tony Stewart, and of course, you guys already know it, Dale Jarrett. He is not good in the chase right now. He has struggled the most, I think. Between him and Casey Kane, if it was a struggle award, it'd have to go to Dale Jarrett. Not because he's 448 points behind the leaders, but he just hasn't had a great time in the chase. The good news is Rockingham is next. It's the second to the last race before we head off to Homestead and hopefully crown either a new champion or it comes back to me. And I'm really hoping it comes back to us. I would love to cap it off with a manufacturer's title with Pontiac, as well as a championship title to cap off our second one before we go to our brand new manufacturer for season 4. I can't wait to get to that point. But first, we got to finish out this season. And I'm going to try my best to not worry about the contact that we had earlier in Texas. I'm going to go to North Carolina, aka The Rock, and I'm just going to pretend that nothing is going to get in our way. If you liked today's video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys on the next video. Again, my goal is to hit 3,000 subscribers, so I need your help. I'll see you guys next time. Be easy, everybody.